It is the 29th day in the month of April in the year of our Lord, 2020, and welcome to the citizenschange.com evening broadcast. Please visit our website citizenschange.com for the articles associated with this broadcast along with additional resources to help you gain a broader understanding of the current news with a liberty, spiritual and anti-statist perspective. Welcome. Please have a seat next to me. I have much to share. In Chicago, approximately 1,000 people gathered together for a house party complete with strippers, the throwing of cash upon her nude body, and everyone being elbow to elbow having a good time. This may sound like the normal Saturday night in the city, but in post-lockdown world, this is a cardinal sin against the priests of social distancing. Not that they committed lewd acts upon a naked woman, but because they had gathered together without masks. And that they'd gather together at all in the first place. This had made Roth the mayor of Chicago and had shamed these people to his enclave on social media to make sure that anyone who would ever try such a thing again would be shamed amongst the statist cult. The homeowner was fined in hopes that they never hold this party again. Yet, I say that they must hold this party again. For the health of the community they must. For acts like this are as helpful in winning a revolution as would a battle between bullets and bayonets. I have never been so supportive of strippers as I am now, because as you lock people down for longer and longer periods of time, they will rebel and do even lewder acts than normal because they cannot take being held down for any longer. Much like a child who is never given freedom, they are sure to do anything to make their parents angry. There is a spirit in all of us that is primal and is carnal and must be fulfilled in one way or the other. It is how our bodies communicates to us to eat and procreate. And as it is repressed, it could only grow stronger and more angry and more violent and more sexual and more lustful. These laws only bring out the inner pagan in us, the inner animist in all of us that sees life in all things and that life must be embraced physically as much as it is spiritually. For as long as we are alive on this earth, we must lust. We all have pagan and animist origins in the history of all the races. It is root of all of our beliefs and our practices and our rituals and our ideas and our faiths. These physical things about us in our ancient past make us who we are today. It is this physical attribute of us all that we have forgotten, or at least try to ignore or insist we have outgrown. We have made silliness out of our ancient past and have stereotyped and have labeled it unscientific and superstitious. But this is far from the truth, for it is science that has no basis in anything but in mental academics and nothing in experience and in feeling and in what we are at our core and in our hearts and in our intuition. It is experience that trumps science. Science is only useful to an extent, but it is the experience we gain through our physical, sensual selves that teaches us our purpose for living. Science cannot answer the purpose of life. There has been a push in the media for a substitute to physical contact with other human beings. They are trying to have us find a fulfilling relationship with the inanimate, that is technological and robotic and artificial. There have been advertisements that sex robot dolls are the safest thing for our health and to have a relationship with, especially when they are made to agree with you and always be there for you. It is also beneficial that we not get sick nor have unwanted births from them. And it is these beings, these artificial beings, can be cleaned and sterilized with harsh chemicals. But this is not what we truly want at our core, for we were not built to merge with machines. We want the dirty, we want the nasty, we want the infectious, we want the pain, we want the real. Nothing can replace another human being. They want us to adapt to this change very quickly and want us to be satisfied with having something other than other human beings in our lives. We have not yet evolved enough with these technologies to where this would be something even considerable. Nor should we ever desire to evolve to adapt to technology and somehow be biologically reproduced without the use of sexual intercourse. We need one another, we need each other's bodies, we need each other's warmth. It is who we are. Period. Laws will be broken. Laws will not stop this need. We are being made to accept the cold love of steel and brick and city structures minus the carnal heathen lands of the rural life. We must refuse this substitution of life in the cage. We need to embrace the fields, the land of heathen ways, the land of flowers and of touch and of love of one another and of suppleness and of desire of the opposite. of woman and of the man together, this deep connection that we have had with each other since the very genesis of our creation. This cannot be denied, nor can we use our own religion to say that these things are bad. These are natural desires that have been put in us to maintain our species, our life, our people, to continue us into eternity and to have us to exist in this land for perpetuity. For there is not man and nature, for man is nature and nature is man. We are not a virus, we are not scum. We are not incomplete, we are a piece of the puzzle, we are piece this planet made complete, we are the jewels of the gods and of all the other species, we are the caretakers as they also take care of us. We must embrace one another and deny that we are ever pulled apart and given substitute artificial beings to embrace. We are being allowed to only communicate through means of electronics, and that is unacceptable. We cannot tolerate this substitute. We must toss it out, and we must do it now, otherwise we may never be able to embrace again. We may never get this chance again. They want this world for themselves, the governments and the powers that be want it for themselves. Understand, this is not for our own good, this is for their good. This lockdown is for their benefit, not ours. They plan to take you out. Be not ashamed. Do what thou wilt. And rub it in their face. Thank you for spending some time with me tonight, and would hope you can spend a little more time with me tomorrow. Please visit my website citizenchange.com for more news and resources. If you like what I do, please consider donating via PayPal or visiting joshuastrumpet.org and purchasing our custom merchandise that will help spread the message of liberty and to demoralize and eventually defeat authoritarian government. Let's work together towards a freer world where everyone can determine their own future and to never again allow this new world order to take us over again.